Welcome to Open Arms, an honest conversation about firearms. Hey everybody, I'm your host Brian Lockerman, and today in the studio we have Ted Nordblum, business owner and soon-to-be politician. Welcome, Ted.
Thanks, Brian. Pleasure to be here.
Hey, I see you dressed for success. Look at that
Absolutely.
shirt, huh?
Yeah, I got my Second Amendment shirt. I got all my guns, so yeah.
Nice, that's looking good.
Thank you.
So, just what are you trying to do here for your political career?
Well, right now I am running for State Assembly in District 42, which is basically Simi Valley to Malibu,
okay.
Camarillo, all the way down to Bel Air. So it's like Pacific Palisades, Malibu, and all that area. So I am running against a five-time Democrat incumbent who's been a complete disaster for our state and our community. So I just got into politics. I just got tired of seeing everything going down the drain. I thought back when Obama was running, I go, maybe I'll run.
Yeah.
And then Trump came in office, and I was like, okay, everything's good, getting better. Then Biden, and this went, me and my wife, I was just like throwing stuff at the TV. I'm like, I just can't sit by and watch this. So I went basically just to a GOP local meeting. And I said, look, I want to run for something. I want to fight. I just can't sit by and watch everything go down the drain without putting my part in. This country's given me so much.
Absolutely.
I'm living the American dream. I started my business from nothing out of my house and built it into a nice business, and I've had it for 18 years. So as far as the politics go, I just asked, what can I do? And they said, well, look, nobody's running for state assembly. This was last year.
Okay.
And I said, okay, I never ran a campaign before, but I'll do it if you guys help me. And they're like, yeah, we'll help you. And then Lori Mills jumped in the race, which is fine.
Oh yeah, Lori's awesome.
So me and Lori, at first we were adversaries, because we're both competing.
Yeah.
I lost the primary, which was fine. And then I helped Lori with her campaign, and I helped some other Republican candidates. So after November, Lori lost, unfortunately. I asked her if she wanted to run. She said, no, Ted, I'm going to kind of do something else. I said, well, I just got this burning desire to run again. And I go, I want to run. She goes, okay, I'll support you.
Beautiful. So Ted, let me ask you this: what does it take? A lot of finances?
It's a lot of money. I need to
Yeah.
raise a lot of money. Obviously, in California, it's probably the most expensive state to run a campaign.
I could see that.
But I just got, everything I did last time, I kind of did just like a business. I did all the facets myself. I had to learn everything. I didn't have any campaign manager or anybody to help me. This time, I just got a campaign manager. I got a consulting firm. I got an events planner. So I'm building my team, and I have my volunteers from last time. But obviously, it does take money.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. You don't have to be appointed to this. You can someone can just say, I want to run, and you start your own campaign. You get your own finances in, and things like that.
Exactly. And so anybody can run. If you're an American citizen, you can run.
Okay.
Probably if you're not an American citizen, now you can run. I know you can get in the police department here in California. So
yeah.
But yeah, anybody can run. And it's just, do you have the support of the people? And my friends and family have supported me. And now I've got the GOP and the local and the state level really actually backing me now. So I feel like I got a lot of pushing and headway going forwards and making this thing a reality and actually win.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this: if you do get in, what would you change? What would you try to do different?
Well, it's not what I'm going to change. It's what I'm going to undo. There's a lot of...
There you go. That's it.
We have to undo it. There's a lot of bad laws. Obviously, they want to take our guns away. Second Amendment, very, very important to me. Without that, we don't have a sovereign country. We won't have a nation. We'll be a police state.
Yeah,
California, unfortunately, is like the most progressive state in the union. So everything that starts here, whether it be anything, abortion, gun laws, it all starts here, and it kind of goes progressively across the nation.
Yep.
We're like the experimental petri dish of the nation, right?
Yeah.
So whatever happens here kind of goes across. So I feel like I'm like in the belly of the beast.
Uh-huh.
I'm running against a Democrat incumbent who this is mostly, I don't believe it's a Democratic state like they think it is. I think it's more purple.
No, you're right about that. Yeah, I agree.
It's getting, but I think people it's not about party affiliation. I don't care about right or left or independent. I want American voters. I want people that want change.
Exactly.
And if you look back, go back 50 years to, we've evolved in society, we've advanced, but is society really advancing? We got, homeless people, we got crime. And now, like I said, we're trying to take our guns away, which that's not going to happen.
No. And again, that's why I kind of put the show Open Arms together.
Yeah.
One of the things we focus on is the Second Amendment.
Absolutely.
We do focus on safety. That's our big key of the show. But Second Amendment, we've got to protect our rights.
Absolutely.
There's no question about it. Without our rights, we have nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't have a country.
We won't have a country.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're going to try to take it away.
I know.
And it's unconstitutional. But by the time we get into the courts to fight it, they're going to try to take everything from all of us, and that's just not going to happen.
Exactly.
And I will fight for Second Amendment rights. I believe in that. I got my first gun when I was 10 years old.
Really?
My dad got not a BB gun. My dad got me a .22 rifle.
Oh, nice.
So I've been
Very
shooting my whole life, and unfortunately, I think the younger generations probably don't have those opportunities like we did when we were kids. So they don't even know how to hold a gun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's another thing we're trying to show is family values and try to have families do things together, which is shooting sports, a very, very great thing to have your whole family.
Well, you need to know. It's like a farmer. You got to learn how to farm,
Exactly.
We have the Second Amendment right, which
That's true. Now, when you were growing up, you had the gun. Did your dad teach you safety about your gun?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
See,
I learned all about safety then. Safety on, off. Don't point the gun down. Don't have it swinging it around. But unfortunately, we're living in a tough society right now, and it just seems to get worse. The crime.
I know.
And you need to be aware, and you need to be prepared. I think I know women are probably the biggest gun buyers right now. I hear in the nation they're
huge,
and probably
huge
Democratic.
Right oh yeah,
women. So it's not the party affiliation that's doing it too. It's just everybody. But everybody needs a gun. Everybody wants a gun. It's not the guns. It's the people that are the problem, not the guns.
Oh, of course.
And taken away from law-abiding citizens like us. The criminals will always get the guns.
We know that.
We know that. It's common sense, right?
It is. Brian? It is. Yeah. We did, I don't know if it went on our website or not, but you'll see one of our PSAs we did about high-capacity magazines.
Okay.
Does it really work? And we showed a scenario that it doesn't work. These laws that they're putting into play don't help anybody, but it just makes a law-abiding citizen a criminal.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we got to change.
And the criminal's the victim then.
Exactly.
And so then what do we do? So as far as running it, I believe in that. So we got to stick up for that. That is the essential part of our democracy. Just like safety, crime and safety. I'm out with the police department. I'm going on a ride along to look at different things. I'm going to go on at night to check out the crime that's going on, like in Oxnard, Camarillo, Thousand Oaks.
Yeah, you were telling me something about a ride along you did just the other day.
For the homeless. The homeless in Canada.
Yeah. You told me about that, and I didn't even know that existed.
I didn't know either. Between the Oaks Mall and the freeway, there's a ravine, and it's about a quarter mile long.
That's unbelievable.
You have hundreds of people living down there. They built like these... I don't know if it's plywood and cardboard and tarps. They built their homes into the embankment.
Really?
They're going to move them out, but the police say it's like whack-a-mole. It's like you move them out of one place, they pop up somewhere else.
Somewhere else, exactly.
Here's what I'm talking about undoing. The laws protect the homeless. They're allowed to sleep on public property. You and I can do that now. I mean, it's like if you go to the park with your family and you take a nap. That's the same thing as you look at the homeless people doing, except for they stay there for months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, okay, we got to change these laws. The laws aren't protecting, because what you have here, the homeless or just anything with that, it's like we have a healthy community. It's like a healthy cell. If you put a cancer in that, it's going to eventually kill that cell, and then we're destroying the nuclear family. So we have kids here. The kids are getting into drugs. You get the homeless people coming here. Gavin Newsom is putting them in all of our hotels and motels here locally. Unfortunately, I lost my brother a year and a half ago to a fentanyl overdose. Here in Newbury Park.
Sorry to hear that.
He was kind of always into got into a bad way in his younger life, and he was my brother, but I separated myself. I just couldn't live that life. But he ended up dying. He did a fentanyl, and he died here. So that's very personal to me about the drug opioid addiction problem here, and that just all goes with the crime and safety. And I sleep with my gun next to my bed every night. My wife knows how to shoot, so I want to get her another gun, something a little smaller. I have a 9mm for the house, but she doesn't feel safe. My mom lives in Thousand Oaks. She doesn't feel safe anymore. So,
and that's what I'm hearing from everybody.
My mom wants to get a gun. She's 83 years old.
There you go. I know. We have a lot of elderly people coming to us buying their first gun. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's amazing because they feel they have to protect themselves these days.
Right.
It's a different world out there.
Now you wonder if you get a gun and you shoot somebody in self-defense, are they going to come after you? Or are they going to go after, because the Democrats, the prosecutors are actually arresting the people for defending themselves. You
brought that up. I had an attorney on the other day on the show, and we talked about that. And he said it's still a gray area, defending yourself. There's still like that gray area. But you know what I say? Look, if someone's going to harm me or my family, I'll do whatever it takes to protect myself and my family.
Yeah.
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, worry about the circumstances.
Exactly. But
it's unfortunate that we're even in a situation where you have to worry about that. You have to think about,
right?
Well, if I shoot and defend myself, am I going to go to prison? Are they going to take everything away from me?
That's why I feel so bad for these police officers.
Yeah.
They might have to second guess. What do I do? I mean,
I wouldn't want.
Am I going to get in trouble? Am I going to lose my job? Am I going to be arrested for shooting this guy? Yeah. It's
and recruitment's down in Ventura County. They need like 50 more peace officers. But why would you want to do that job? You get paid not great for the risk you take. Yeah. And then you got a liability factor now. So it's like, you hurt somebody, they can sue you. So it's like,
Exactly.
where do you go with that? So why would you be a police officer? You make like 50, 60,000, and then you could also go to jail for doing your job. And they can sue you and take everything you have. It's like, okay, what's the incentive there? They're understaffed here in Ventura County and LA County too, actually for the whole state. Defund the police does not work, obviously.
No, never will, never has.
Yeah.
Now, so you're going to be campaigning. Do you go to different locations campaigning? Do you have events? What do you do?
Right now, it's just about, just like I did last time, when you first start your campaign, you go to your friends and family and ask them for money, which is really hard to do. It's like, yeah. And then now I'm running again, so now I'm going back and hitting them up a second time. I'm like, guys, come on. And they believe in me. They support me. But I'm trying to get outside that bubble of just my friends and family in the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Like I said, this isn't a left-right issue. It's an American issue. And we're all going through pain. And we're going to go through more pain, unfortunately. So I'm hoping it doesn't get worse, but I think it will for a little while. But yeah, I do events. I just spoke in San Fernando Republican Club. I went out to another Southern California Republican men and women. Good. So I speak to 30, 40 people. And what I'm trying to do is build a grassroots, because I'm not going to outspend Jackie. I think last year she put $782,000.
Lori told me that. I couldn't believe
of her own money, and then she raised another $800,000 through the unions, like teachers unions and all the police and all that. And then Lori raised $170,000, and she did great. She lost by 10 points, but if she would have had another $100,000, she might have won that race.
Exactly.
But she spent $1.5 million, Jackie, to Lori's $170,000. So I need to get up to $250,000 to $400,000, which is crazy. It can be done.
Yeah.
I just need people to come out and want to support me and get my name recognition. So it's all build name.
Well, with that said, where can people find you to donate?
Go to my website. It's Ted Nordblum, NORDBLUM.com. And you can call me, email me. I'll talk to you. I'm really open. I will do events. I'm going to do meet and greets. Actually, Lori's going to let me do one at her house, she said one day.
Nice.
And just get out to people. And I'll do all the Women's Federated Republican groups, and I'll start doing that. Like I said, I'm just strategizing right now. But the main thing right now is for me just to raise money to be able to compete. That's why I started like 2 months ago, basically. So I have a year and a half to build it.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's exciting. I'm ready for it. But just like I was talking with the police department, they won't endorse me. I don't think they're going to. The fire department won't, because they have a relationship with Jackie. They already told me that, regardless of politics. Mm-hmm. But I always said the police department, crime and safety is a slice of the pie of this big pie of what we have. It's inflation. It's the economy's stupid. Crime and safety is number 2. 3 is homeless, and 4 is fentanyl. But if we don't have the right to carry our guns and defend ourselves and protect ourselves, then we're going to be in real serious trouble at some point. It'll be chaos. It'll be like Antifa, BLM, like 100-fold. And how do we as normal law-abiding citizens protect ourselves? We're not going to be able to, but we will. We will stand up, and we will protect those that can't. That's what our job is. Yeah. So me running for assembly is not just about making laws. I want to be able to help all the people, everybody. It's for me, it's just so simple. It's just common sense, and it's just get back our moral compass. And I think we need that. And it's like, God, family, country, and that's the way it goes.
That's it.
Yeah.
You said it right there.
So I'm excited about it. So it's really going to be really nice.
It sounds fantastic. I mean, I really,
a lot of hard work.
I love what you stand for. I love what you're trying to do. I think it's amazing. I wish you the best of luck.
Appreciate
and we'll do whatever we can to help, promote you as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just like there's places like, Tarantula Hill, they hold events, stuff like that. Is that something you would do to hold events?
Oh yeah, I'll do whatever. I mean, people don't know me, so it's just get invited.
You got to get out there, yeah.
And people got to hear. Maybe they'll hear your show and go, "Hey, let's have that guy come out."
100%.
I spoke at one place, and then they told somebody, and then San Fernando Republicans Club goes, "Hey, we heard you speak." I only had 3 minutes, and then I went and spoke at their place, and I spoke for 45 minutes, and it was really nice because it was like a Q&A back and forth like we're doing here.
Yeah.
And then after I was done, I was leaving, and I heard the president go, "Now that's a good candidate right there." And that made me feel good. I'm like, okay, I'm on the right path. I don't prepare my speeches. I don't write anything down. It just kind of goes from God, channels through me, and it just comes out. Like, I have no idea what I'm going to say from second to second.
There you go. And I like what I'm hearing. I mean, I like you're real.
Yeah.
You have passion. You want to work for the people. You're not saying just, Republican, Democrat, stuff like that. You're working for the people.
I want to serve. I don't want to rule.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, Jackie, whatever she does, her policies are horrible. California policies are horrible. Mm-hmm. They rule with an iron fist. I've had, I talked to state senators about endorsements. They're like, "Ted, I like you. I want to support you, but we're trying to pass a human trafficking bill right now. And if I support you, Jackie's going to kill my bill." I'm like, what is going on? That's just the wrong way to serve, and that you're supposed to serve the people.
I agree there.
With an iron fist. So there's some things where he goes, "Oh, she's nice. But no, but her policies are hurting everybody. They're hurting all Americans in California." So I want to fix that, and we can. It's so simple. Like I was fighting last time for water storage. We passed a bill in 2014 taxpayers, we passed a bill to build another reservoir. Democrats never built it. They took our money, never built it. Now we got all this rain last year, which is great, or this year.
Yeah.
But trillions of gallons of water are going to go out to the ocean. We're still, and I think they're building something like a smaller one up in, it's called Site, up above Bakersfield.
Okay.
So there's issues we got to deal with water, but these problems are so easily can be solved within a year. We could pipeline water. Luckily, all the lakes are kind of filling up right now. But for future, I mean, if you look back to when we built our last dam, 1980, we had like 26 million people. Now we got 40 million people, but we didn't expand on the water storage. So these are the things I was fighting for last time. But I will fight for this and continue to. So.
All good causes. I love hearing this. I love it.
It's so simple, Brian. It's really, really easy if you just get out of the way and just really just look at what you're going to do for us. If you help us and we help them, or all of us, it's easily solvable. It's really, really simple.
You said it. And another thing that irritated me are all these new gun laws they keep putting into play.
I know.
I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you've been in the gun store lately and you saw the long guns with this fin they put on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what is that? That makes that gun more dangerous to even handle.
Right.
Things like that. It's got to stop.
It's got to stop.
We got to. You know?
I'll bring up legislation to stop all this stuff and make sure they don't take our guns. It's funny because I have a concealed carry, but I can't buy ammo in this state. I was talking to you about that earlier. It's like, I got it, and I try to buy ammunition for my 9, and they're like, no, you can't buy any. I'm like, why? And they said, I don't know, you just can't sell you bullets. And I'm like, that's weird.
What?
So I tried to call the government, the DOJ, and find out. Can't get through. I've left text messages. I've emailed for years, and I never get a response back. For some reason, I just cannot buy ammo in this state, and I have a concealed carry, which I'm legal. I mean,
I've never heard of that.
Never even have so much as a parking ticket in the last 30 years. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy.
Oh wow, that is strange.
Stuff like that, I go, okay, we got to fix that stuff too. And I'm okay with background checks. I think that's important.
Yeah.
But now we're getting to the part of you see all the shootings. A lot of mental illness, unfortunately.
Oh, mental illness plays a big part in that.
Yeah.
And that's why we teamed up with Walk the Talk America. It's an organization that does nothing but mental health issues and gun ownership.
Good.
They're amazing. Teaming up with them has been fantastic. They're going to be part of the show as well. And that is where the problem lies.
Yeah.
It doesn't lie in, a law-abiding citizen that's, mentally stable buying a gun. There's just some mental health issues that we have to address.
Right. But it's not, if you look at the population of our country, I mean, we have over, I think, 300 million guns out there, and we have a trillion rounds of ammo.
Yep.
If we really wanted to have a problem with our, with us, there would have been a problem a long time ago.
Exactly.
It's these individual shooters, which I don't know if they're whatever, and then as soon as something happens, it's like, the Democrats and all the state, they all jump on and say, oh, we need gun safety laws. We need to take everybody's guns away.
I know.
Because once they do that, then they own us, and they will not own us. We can't let it happen.
No.
And I think most people understand that. But most of the people do, like I've gone to training. You have to. We go to training. To get your CCW, you have to practice. You have to shoot targets. You have to do safety.
100%.
You have to take a written test.
Yep.
I think they should do that with everybody. It only helps you, makes you
I do agree. I mean, that's again, go back to the show. That's what we're enforcing. Safety. Get safety classes. And you're right. I think everybody who walks in and buys that gun needs to take safety classes, It's
so easy. And we got tactical places out here. Newberry Park, there's out here. There's gun owners.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
We got them all around the
You got to make sure you find the right facility, the right person, a good trainer, stuff like that, and make sure they take you to your home and train you at your home too.
That'd be a good idea.
That's really important. That's what we do in our training classes.
Okay, that's
really important.
Yeah,
because people don't know how to store their gun. They don't know how to retrieve their gun.
They don't know how to clean a gun.
They don't know how to clean the gun. They don't know how to, even if they hear a bump in the night, how to clear a room.
Right.
Where's your family? Things like that.
Right.
That's really important stuff right there.
Yeah, understanding rounds and clips and know how to make sure the gun's not loaded.
Oh yeah,
it's like you got to know all this stuff.
You do.
It's really easy once it's repetition. You have to do it 100 times. Like I taught martial arts for 20-something years. I did Tung Sudo. I have a 4th degree black belt in Tung Sudo. I did stick fighting, Filipino stick fighting with knives.
Nice.
I have a master, 3rd degree black belt in stick fighting too. But like everything you do, it's like when you want to master something, you have to do at least 1,000 times. You have to do 1,000 kicks or 1,000 punches.
Yeah,
just like a gun. You need to shoot it. You got to shoot it 1,000 times.
I agree.
You got to practice and stay up on it. But it's important. Right. It's our God-given right. It's our constitutional right.
That's right.
Like I said, it will not be infringed, and we won't let them take it away.
Never,
ever.
Well said. Well, listen, Ted, I've really been a pleasure having you on the show. I'm going to definitely stand behind your campaign. You let us know what we can do.
No, just getting the word out. Just
We will
go to the
we will
website,
definitely
direct
get the
it.
word out. Keep us informed where you're going to be, where you're campaigning, and everything like that,
to.
and we'll push people out there to you for sure.
And I'm willing to talk to anybody. I will go to anybody's business, or if they get a group of people together, I'll come out and speak. I don't mind because I need to get the word out. And we just talk common sense and moral compass and get that back. I think people's minds are starting to change already. I think they're starting to understand. It's like like waking up. I think a lot of people are waking up to what's going on in their country, in our state.
Yep.
But they need to become aware. Just like there's some other things that are going on, like Prop 1, which you don't need to talk about it on the show, but these are things that need to be reversed. That things that we pass it because just the education part of it. That was the abortion issue, which I want to repeal. So I'm not sure if I can talk about it or we can talk about it another time.
It's fine.
Well, Prop 1 was we voted, Californians voted on 66 to 33% to vote for up to term abortion.
Okay.
So you can have an abortion, carry it to term, have a healthy baby, and decide that you want to abort that baby, and you can do that. I think that's it's evil and it's a travesty, and I want to repeal that.
Okay.
It's one of my platforms. Everybody's like, "Oh, politics, stay away from abortion and whatever election integrity stuff." I go, "Well, I'm gonna run for the light because
Well, listen, you got to do what you believe in.
got to follow my heart."
You do. You have to follow your emotion, your heart, and stuff like that. And I think you're passionate about it too. So I think
I'm motivated. I'm fired up, and I want to win. So
there you go.
And it's not about winning for me. I want to help because I can really help the people.
you can help the people.
It's education. It's like I say, when I'm out there, I'm not campaigning. I'm basically educating people on issues they don't even know about.
And that's it. Education. That's right there. You said the right word. That's for sure.
And it's important, and we need to keep it going. And guns and safety and all that's all really super important. It's the backbone of our nation, right?
100%, man.
So we got it. So we got to keep it.
All right. Well, listen,
Brian.
buddy. Thank you very much for being on the show.
I appreciate it. Thank
Wonderful
you.
talking to you. We are going to definitely help push your campaign. No doubt about it. Guys, that's our show for today. Thank you, Ted, for being on.
Thank you, guys.
And remember, everybody out there, go to our Instagram, openarms_defense training. Follow us. Contact us to be on the show. I don't care what you want to talk about. I'll have you on. And never forget, safety, family, and the Second Amendment.